Welcome everyone to another episode of A Cup of What? If you were with us last week, you would have noticed that we went down to Australia and we tried some horrible Vegemite. This week, we're going to head across the pond to London and look at how an American company markets their product overseas. Here in the United States, we have a company called Lay's, which is actually owned by PepsiCo. They're known over here for making all types of snack products, such as chips, roll gold pretzels, Frito-Lay, corn chips, and a lot of different party-type snacks. Across the pond, they're known as a company called Walker's, which has been around since 1948. They were acquired by Lay's in 1965, and since then, Lay's and Walker's have been working together to bring London chips. You're probably wondering, what's the big deal with me taking an American company's chips from across the seas and bringing them here? It should be the same thing. Well, not really. The big difference is that over in England, they have all kinds of different flavors. Here in the United States, we have some very simple flavors, such as barbecue, plain, sour cream and onion. We dabble into salt and vinegar. We have Old Bay chips, but nothing too out of the ordinary. Over there, though, they've got some really cool stuff that I'm interested in trying today, and because of that, we're actually going to try 3 different products. First, definitively Prawn Cocktail. The second one, Simply Roast Chicken. And the third, Scrumptiously Smoky Bacon. The really neat thing about these snacks is that not only are they different flavored, but they tell you kind of where the products come from. So our Prawn Cocktail, with a veil of Evesham tomatoes. So it lists kind of what region these foods are coming from. The first one we're going to try is our definitively Prawn Cocktail. Now, some of you might be going, all right, what is prawn? Well, prawn is actually what they call shrimp over in Britain. So this should be shrimp flavored. Let's see if it is. Definitely has kind of a saltwater, fish kind of smell to it. So hopefully the flavor follows along. Definitely salty and savory. On the first one, didn't quite get a shrimp flavor, but let's try another one. I definitely got it on the second one. What I think I'm tasting is more of a shrimp cocktail sauce mixture in this. And it's actually really good. This is a good flavor. Like, they need to bring this to the United States. This is a good flavor. Not too overpowering, nice and savory, not too much salt. I was afraid of it having too much salt. Not too much salt. This is a good flavor. I definitely give this a 4 out of 5. So, there's Prawn Cocktail. Here are the nutrition facts for Prawn Cocktail. Second one we're going to try is our Simply Roast Chicken. Now, I'm a little hesitant on this. Chicken flavored chips. I like my chicken. I like chips, but I don't know how I feel about chicken flavored chips. So let's kind of see how this tastes. Not super keen on the smell. To be honest, it kind of smells like a little bit of high-grade wet dog food. I know that's not what this is, but that's just what it comes across to me as. So, let's take a taste. It definitely tastes like roast chicken, but I'm not too keen on it being a chip flavor. This kind of tastes like a roast chicken that might be boiled a little bit, so it's devoid of flavor, more that little watery, doesn't have too many spices. Definitely think if they added some more spices into this to give it that nice, maybe some rosemary or something like that, you could have a good flavor with this. But it feels like it's lacking, like the flavor's not complete. So for this, I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5. Not bad, edible, but could use some improvement. If you're curious on the roast chicken, here are the nutrition facts to that. Now, the last one is probably the one that the majority of Americans watching this video are going to go berserk about. Because we in America are fat and we like our bacon. So, scrumptiously smoky bacon. Okay? Now, here's the big key thing, and I'm curious about this bag. Bacon in England is a little different. Traditionally, they call them rashers. So I'm wondering, is this going to taste more like ham, which is what they consider to be bacon, or is this going to taste like actual American bacon? So let's take a look. It definitely smells like bacon, American bacon. It's got kind of a sweet, smoky smell to it, so that's a big plus in my book. Let's see how this stuff actually tastes. Very, very light bacon flavor. Nothing overpowering, actually right there. It actually hits you after you've already swallowed. That little bit on the back of your tongue, you get hit with this really, really smoky flavor. It's good. Not as good as the prawn cocktail, but I think it still has a really good flavor. I think it would be a hit over here in the United States. So, hey, Lay's, I think you need to bring Walker's, the Smoky Bacon, over here. I'm going to give this one probably a 3.5 out of 5. It's good, like the flavor, but just not as good as the prawn cocktail, but it's not as bad as the roast chicken. For your Smoky Bacon, if you're curious what you're getting into as far as nutritional facts, here you go. You can check them out right here. There you have it. 3 different kinds of chips, 3 different flavors that we don't have here in the United States. I'm definitely voting for this whole prawn cocktail thing. Bring it to the U.S. It's great. Also, the Smoky Bacon I think would go over well. Roast chicken, sorry England, you can keep it there. I'm not going to fight you on that one. I'll have it maybe when I visit. There you go. There's Walker's Chips, a company owned by Lay's and just has different flavors overseas. So, kind of an interesting take on this. Now, if you're curious where I got this, check the description below. I actually had these shipped in from the United Kingdom. I bought them on Amazon. Hope to see you back here next week. Next week's going to be a little bit of a treat. We are going to bring you an actual cooking episode on a recipe that was suggested to me on my Facebook. It's definitely unique. Not sure how I feel about it. It's going to be a different take on a traditional dessert, but we'll see how it is. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.